Hello DCA Keto families, this is Senpai Noah here, and I'm going to bring you a small craft video on how to make a calming jar like you see at the studio. Supplies that you're going to need for that: glass bottle. I just use a coffee bottle, and once that's empty and cleaned out, what you're going to need is that or a mason jar, something to hold the contents. You're going to need to put some water in there, and then you're going to need glitter glue or glitter and clear glue. Since I have glitter glue here, I'm just going to go ahead and use that. Color is immaterial, but you're going to need to add about 1 to 2 ounces of just the glitter glue, because the glue is going to be what's going to set the time, how long it takes to settle. So you see, I'm just adding the glue. I think that's enough green. Add a little yellow. Now just a little bit of orange, just for colors and contrast. So what you want to do is leave room for a couple of ounces in the bottle, and then you want to get it close to the top. Alright? At this point, you're going to need, if our students are doing this, you want to close this tightly. Have a parent check it if you're one of our youth students doing this. If you're an adult, just make sure that it is nice and tight. You're going to shake it until, see the little chunklets, go away. It's going to take a moment. Alright, getting there. Using warm or hot water helps dissolve the glue a little faster. So just right now, just rough check of the time that this is going to take to settle. Looks like that's settling pretty quickly. So shake it up some more. Alright, as you can see, the glue is starting to break down and the chunks are getting a little smaller. That should help the glue incorporate into the jar. So as you can see, this one, through the length of the video, has settled a fair amount. What you want to do is check how long does it take to settle. If it's settling too quickly, what you're going to need to do is pour off some of the liquid at the top. So I'm just going to demonstrate. If it's settling too quickly for you, take some little liquid, pour it off, and then add more glue. Alright, I'll just add a few more colors just to give it some okay. Now if it's settling too slowly, you've added too much glue and the solution is too thick, what you're going to do is kind of the opposite. You're going to let all the glitter settle to the bottom, and then you're going to pour off the solution and add clear water. I'd recommend doing about an ounce at a time, and that will allow you to dial in how fast or how slow you want this to settle. What we're going for is we're going to create a device to help you manage and relax a little bit. I know this is kind of a stressful time for us right now. Some of us have been trapped inside. And how can we work on calming ourselves and give ourselves something to focus on instead of letting that little hamster in the nervous wheel just run, 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 run. Alright? So there are a couple things that you can do. If you have additional glitter, you can add it to add more color to it. So I'm just going to pour off a little bit. Now if you have glitter, you want to be careful that when you're adding this. Okay. And if you are so inclined, you can add some food coloring as well. I'd recommend just a couple of drops. What I like to do is something that provides contrast from the agitated to the unagitated state. So you see the water in this is blue, the glitter is kind of reddish, and a few other colors. So when it's agitated, it's really dark. When it's settled, it turns a nice shade of blue. So that's what I'm going to do here. Just add a couple drops of blue. 1, 2, 3. And if you just want to see it slowly dissolve down to the bottom, it's kind of cool to watch. Ooh, kind of a nice effect there. Again, in this case, since I've added a fair amount of glue to this one, it's probably going to settle really slowly once it's incorporated. And if I want it to settle a little faster, I'm just going to wait for the solution to settle so it clears out, similar to this. Pour off about an ounce or two of the solution, add clear water. If it's settling too fast, pour off an ounce or two of the solution and then add glue. So as you can see, this one is settling very slowly, so if you want something that's going to move very slowly, that might be for you. If you want something that projects or has some decent movement for you to focus on and clears within a few minutes, you can set it up that way, whatever works best for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some further videos a little later on how we can use this best to help kind of calm and still our minds. Look forward to seeing you all later, and I hope you are having a good day.